Hello, this is a Four Seasons classic 52-inch from 1981. I got this one from a thrift store about 2 months ago. You will probably recognize this one. I already have one very similar to it that I got about 8 or 9 months ago. That was or no, even more than 10 months ago actually. And I made the video of it in December. It's the brown 42-inch model that I have this exactly same model here, except now this one is white and polished brass and 52-inch instead of 42-inch. If you saw the previous video, the one of the 42-inch, you probably remember that I mentioned that I love these ceiling fans, this particular model. I really wanted to have a 52-inch one of these, and now I have one, so I'm very happy. Of course I prefer them in brown, but I already have the 42-inch model that I repainted in brown that had teak finish blades. And this one, the white color in the motor, of course, is original. The white color on the blades, though, are not original. It used to have teak blade finish also, just like the 42-inch model, but when I got it, the blades were already repainted in white. The paint was a little bit yellowed, so I just repainted them better in white again. So I think it's better, like, when I have like two models pretty similar. It's cool now that I have one in each color, a brown and polished brass and a white and polished brass, and one of each size, a 42-inch and a 52-inch. It's made exactly like the other one I have, the 42-inch one. It's got the same motor size. These motors are, well, the sticker says 36-inch to 48-inch, but they can handle really various sizes, from pretty small blades, from pretty short blades to pretty wide blades, as you can see. And still they move tons of air, and they're still very powerful. I guess they just play with the pitch on the brackets with these. So like I said, it's made just like the other one. The canopy is also plastic. The upper canopy is also plastic. The lower canopy is also metal. It's got polished brass brackets. And yeah, it's just like the other one, and it's also from the same year, 1981. And just like the other one, also this one came with no nut. It previously also had a light kit, that's why I didn't have the original brass nut to it. And I did, to the little brass thing you see there, I did the same thing as I did with the 42-inch one. As you can see, it's pretty much the same thing as the other nut that I put on the other one. It's the same process I did. I use a polished brass cupboard doorknob that I modified. I use the same model, and I glue it there. The only difference I did with this one is, if you look at it like this, you can see the difference. The little part here comes out of the ring here. I don't know if I like it better like this or not. I think it's cuter when you have a little pointed part that comes out of it. So as I said, these are all the same parts. This is also plastic. This is also metal. And as you can see, this one have cane on the blades, on the top of the blades. But I really don't like much how these fans look with cane blades, so I prefer using the plain side. I didn't repaint the cane side since I was not going to show it. I mean, not like show it on the bottom. You'll be surprised to know that I actually repaint the blades with a paintbrush, yes. And I really like the finish that it made on those blades. I used a semi-gloss paint. I thought about spraying a layer of varnish to make it even more glossy, but these fans actually would look kind of weird with high gloss blades. When you think about it, they usually have semi-gloss blades, those early 80s spinners. The sticker. So it then came with the original 5-speed controller as usual. So I'm going to demonstrate it on my good old Westinghouse 4-speed quiet slider. This one does have a little audible hum compared to the 42-inch one that is completely soundless, but still this one has very, very good bearings. The bearings are totally soundless, and the fan spins extremely freely. The bearings are so good on it. If I just push one blade a little slightly, it will spin for quite a while, you know, like really easily and freely. As you can see. And you might not find it as powerful as the 42-inch one, which is totally normal because it has the same motor size but with blades that are 10-inch longer than the other one. Still, it's very powerful and moves tons of air. The RPMs on high speed goes around 220 RPMs, I'll say, something like that. So here it is on full speed. Wow, awesome airflow. I'm currently feeling the air bouncing effect. It does have a little wobble, as you can see, which is not surprising, you know, for one of these double claw mounted spinners. And yes, it does make that little clicking sound you probably hear. That's simply because, you know, the blades have been repainted. That's typical when you repaint the blades of a fan. It will often do that little click, 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 click sound you hear like this. Now here it is on the second fastest speed. Yeah, still pretty fast as you can see. I guess that would be around 160 or 170 RPMs. Yeah, around 160. It's the high speed on some weak fans of today, I think. Well, usually like fans with 5 or 6 blades, fans with more blades that have like a weak motor, you would get about this high speed. Still blows a lot of air at this speed. It's much quieter, as you can hear, and it doesn't wobble anymore. Now the second lowest speed. The air noise disappeared. That's probably around 85 RPMs, let's say. 85, 90. Yeah, about 90 RPMs. And then the slowest speed. It's going to be able to slow down quite a lot. It's going to do about 45 RPMs. Pretty nice and slow. We can't hear much other than the slight constant hum it has. That low speed you see there is pretty much the same low speed you would get with the original 5-speed controller. They do spin about this slow with their original controller. For the 52-inch version, they do about 45 RPMs. So another very important childhood fan added to my collection. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to comment.